Hi, and welcome to Rune 202. In this video, and in videos to follow, I'm going to talk about making your own rune set, making a rune bag, writing in runes, and learning how to cast runes. So let's get started with making a rune set. And the website that I get this information from before I show you how to make your own runes, an easier method of making runes. I'm going to show you a more advanced method later. But I will put the website in the information box, the description box. So let's get started. The beauty of making a rune set lies not only in its ability to enable much more accurate readings, but the whole creative exercise of putting the set together can be an almost spiritual ritual, enriching your experience with runes. Obviously, the energy you put into the creation of what adds a powerful kick to the set, and like tarot cards, having a set for your exclusive use will add dimension and precision to your readings. The basics. Now that you've decided to undertake the thoroughly gratifying project of making your own runes, it makes sense to do a little planning and organization. Before you start, however, take a look at some of the information below to get a better idea of what kind of set you want to create and what you can reasonably handle in terms of skill and availability. Traditional rune materials. These are the materials the Vikings used to make their runes. Authentic, yes, but not necessarily the simplified, or the simplest in these modern times, especially if you have issues about using animal parts or don't know the first thing about carving. The traditional rune materials are bone, stone, deer antler, ivy, and wood. Other possible rune materials. Flat stones or rocks of roughly the same size, then painted with the symbol. Pieces cut from leftover wood. Have your local hard store do the cutting if you like. Um, if you can't, you can always just figure out a way to cut the dowel yourself. You can use a dowel to make your runes. But even twigs, bits of wood, or even popsicle sticks painted or carved with the symbols, then painted with wood stain if desired, can be used for making runes. Clay or ceramic. For those who can work with clay, this is an ideal option as you can easily shape the piece and inscribe the symbol before firing. You can also purchase clay from your local modeling store or art supply shop or pottery studio, who will help you out on where to access a kiln for firing. They also have sculpty clay. I know this isn't very traditional, but sculpty clay actually is a clay that you mold, and then you can bake it in your oven. So that might be an option for you. And actually, this website, when it's talking about clay or ceramic, says for those who can pot. Well, I do ceramics, so I don't like the way he used that, so I kind of changed it. Things from sacred places or from trees which have a sacred or mystical meaning, or mythical meaning, that inspires you. Glass or semi-precious stones or crystal, obviously not the easiest to shape or inscribe the symbols, but one can use cut pieces, then painting it with special glass paint. There is a recipe for hardened dough, which is easy. Let me just read it. Dough hardened recipe as follows. Simple dough recipe. 3 cups of white flour, 3/4 cup salt, 1 and 1/4 cups hot water, and 1 teaspoon cooking oil. Mix the dry ingredients, slowly adding the water and oil while stirring. Add more flour if the mixture gets too sticky or water if too dry. Knead it on a surface and form a ball. Roll this out and shape as you wish. Don't forget to carve out the symbols before it hardens. Let the pieces dry until hardened, or better, bake at 200 degrees for about an hour. When cooled, you can paint them if you wish and seal it with a few brushes or spray of varnish. I really don't like that idea, but there you go. There's a method for making runes. Inscription methods. Painting. The easiest method for novice rune makers: simply paint the stone, wood, or ceramic surface, in this case before second firing. The colors of your choice. This can also have significant meanings, with red being the choice of rune makers in the past. And seal with a suitable glaze for stone and wood, or wood stain when the carving or painting is done. Permanent ink is also an option in the spirit of calligraphy, and again, don't forget some kind of coating to protect it from chipping, fading, or peeling off. Carving. You will need appropriate tools for clay, dough, wood, stone, or bone, and considerable expertise if you choose to use the latter three. Burning. For a more dramatic effect, you can burn the symbols with an electric wood burner tool. Other materials needed. The only other things you will need for your set, aside from the runes themselves, is a drawstring bag to keep them in, and some material for casting. Rune masters also suggest a special journal for your readings, as well as a list of the meanings of each rune for those who are just starting out. A drawstring bag. You can make or buy one in any material you wish, with ample space, not just for all the runes, but for your hand to get in comfortably. Natural fibers are always nice, and mystical colors and fabrics like red, purple, and velvet are also quite popular with the rune makers. Material for casting. Historically, a piece of white cloth was used to cast the stones on, but by all means use anything you wish as a place to read the runes, from a piece of cloth to a slab of wood or marble, to anything at all. The use of a cloth helps to serve as a boundary for the reading, as well as a practicality in keeping the runes clean. I would suggest that, yeah, you can use anything, but laptops and legs, like laps, do not make a good surface because the space is really confined. A journal and pen. Keeping a special rune journal for your readings can be a great help as you get into the wonderful world of runes. By keeping track of your readings and thoughts, you will get a better feel, I guess. Or you will get better. Well, he ends there, but anyway, that line doesn't really make sense. But anyway, so that's that. I guess you would say that's the quote-unquote history, origin, various ways to make runes. In the next video, I'm gonna talk about five steps to make a rune set, which includes before and after making your set, and then I'm gonna show you how to make your rune set a very simple way. I don't have acrylic paint, so this way I'm going to show you is easiest for me because I don't have paint, like I said. So, I hope you will join me in the next video.